I'm joined here by my great friend Josh Hall of many years in the iRacing community. And how you doing, Josh?
Joe, I'm doing well tonight. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm ready to see this finale race here at Phoenix, and we're running the Legacy Phoenix, which I guess the backstretch and the front stretch are different than they are now, right?
Yeah, now they have they actually swapped. The front stretch is the back stretch and vice versa. A couple years back, they paved the grass on the dog leg that allowed you to run down there. So this is before that time. That's all grass. So there is no running down on the apron. You have to stay up on the track. So just less of a place to pass, but these guys are still going to be pushing hard, passing hard, and it's going to be a fun race to watch.
Nice. So this season we've seen 3 races. Last week we had Michigan had a wild race and finished last Sunday night where some new people were able to finish higher up in the standings due to a big wreck on the last lap there. Currently, the standings have Ian Martin in the lead with 62 points, Michael White with 52 points, Carl Staton has 48 points, Ron Morris has 47 points, John Mitchum has 46 points in the 5th position, Andrew Freeling is in the 6th with 45 points. We have James Batzer in the 7th spot with 44 points. TJ Floyd in the 8th spot with 42 points. And then we start with 9th guys who have had either only one race or one race and one bad race. And that's Bill Watkins with 27 points. Matt Allen with 21. Wyatt Martin and Billy Smith with 21 and 20 respectively. And then the rest of the guys probably don't have a shot at this one because their drop week has already happened. So they're doing, I think, one drop week, Josh, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. So drop week means take your lowest scoring points day, throw it out, and it's like a mulligan.
Yeah, so right now Ian Martin leads the points with that drop week. He had a not so nice week last week, wrecking and being a lap or two down at one point. So that drop week will help him. Michael White's 10 points back from him in 2nd with Carl Staton in the 3rd spot. Carl Staton's got 48 points. So tonight it's going to be tough to beat Ian. You're going to have to make up 10 points on him. You think it's possible for some of these guys? We've got a pretty big field tonight.
Yeah, it's possible, especially with the big field, a couple new names in the field. These guys really don't know how the other guys run. So it could be interesting. Minor correction, I know Ian last week had connection issues. His iRacing actually dropped him out. He dropped down 3 laps, was able to make 2 of them up, but still finished the lap down due to, again, connection
Yeah, he was
issues.
still involved in that last wreck too, no,
Oh,
or
yes,
not?
yes, he was. That's right. At the very end there, he was involved in a wreck as they were
So
as he was racing for the his lead lap back. So
perfect. Yeah, we're looking at the qualifying here for the race, and Ian Martin's top of the board with Tyler Tomasi in 2nd and Jared Edwards in the 3rd.
yeah, and then after this, they're going to have a heat race to totally decide the field, and then we'll go racing.
And so it'll take about 10 or 20 minutes after the conclusion of the race to for Ian to calculate out the points for the season and for us to announce a winner. While we're doing that, hopefully we can get some interviews with some of these guys after another great season of Sabbath Day. They do 4-week seasons, Josh, and I'll tell you what, this last season and this season have been pretty competitive, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, this season definitely was a lot more competitive than it was last season. A lot cleaner racing, a lot more, people trying to learn each other, not throw their money away, take their time, race the track, not just wreck on lap 5. These guys, they do not run resets, so it's like real life. If you get damage, you either fix it or you're done.
Yeah, and so for tonight's event, we got some pretty decent payouts. $85 for first place, $50 for second, and $30 for third place. That's a pretty great payout just for the race itself. And then the winner of the series is going to receive a plaque. Is that right?
Yeah, they get a custom plaque mailed to them, which is, pretty cool to have, just to have that proof that, hey, everybody loves a trophy, right?
Right? Yeah, bragging rights for the win. I'm all about that. All right, so we should be concluding qualifying here in about 2 minutes or so. Ian Martin still looks to be atop of the board with Tyler Tomasi behind him. Kyle Harbin has snuck up into the top 5 in the 3rd spot. Jarrett Edwards in 4th with Tyler Ledbetter in the 5th.
Yeah, we still got James Batzer on track, Andrew Freeling, Michael White. So we got a couple people still on track who could get up into that top 5. There's some fast cars still turning some laps right now. Currently, we're
Yeah,
watching James Batzer.
We've seen James do some pretty good laps at times. As of late, he's been hanging at the back. I think he came through. So Atlee and I called a race on Friday night, and it was pretty eventful. James ended up, I think, coming in 2nd spot after another big wreck toward the end of the race, and they were at Michigan again. So
Nice. Yeah, these street stocks, they put on a great show at Michigan. It's almost like a Daytona or a Talladega for them, but much wider. They can run 4, 5, 6 abreast with really no problem. And you got some options as James Batzer moves up into the 9th spot. So he's slowly making his way up through the standings here.
yeah, so if you guys want to join this next league, they'll probably usually take a week off, and then if you come back, $15 they'll get you in each race. So $60 for the entire season, and then there's payouts for each race, as well as we discussed before, a plaque for the series champion. And these guys are competitive. Ian's been going out here every week and pretty much dominating. So he needs somebody who thinks that they can beat him.
Yeah, and James Batzer just finished up his qualifying attempt. He will be rolling off in the 6th spot.
I'm gonna go into my Twitch and host this real quick.
So in about 30 seconds, these guys are going to be rolling into the heat race. We'll fully decide what the order will be for our race tonight.
Are we gonna have 2 heats tonight? Yeah, we're gonna have 2 heats tonight. Is that right, Josh?
That is correct, actually. Yeah. So we'll have 2 heats. Let's see. How many entries did we have total?
Oh, nope. We only got 1 heat.
Oh.
1 heat, and then the heat 2 has been skipped. So feature after the first. So first one's gonna be a little 5-lapper. Give us a good idea of what to see in the main there.
Yep. We'll take a trip through our field here. So rolling off in the first spot, it'll be Ian Martin, followed by Tyler Tomasi.
Yeah, in 3rd place, we got Kyle Harbin and Jarrett Edwards on the 2nd row.
Yep. Then we'll have Tyler Ledbetter, followed by James Batzer.
In the 4th row will be Jonathan Mitchum on the inside and John Flamion on the outside. Hopefully I got that right.
Yep. And then we'll have Carl Staton and Austin Flanagan.
Yeah, and Carl Staton's one of our normal points leader type guys. They ran last season, him against Ian Martin for the championship. So hopefully we'll see him at the front later and maybe have a run at this thing. And then in the 5th row in the 6th row we have TJ Floyd and David Pack.
And then we're going to have Ron Morris, who's always there at the end, and Scott Kerberg.
And then Andrew Freeling and Bill Watkins.
A couple always at the end as well. And rounding out the last row, it's going to be Michael White in the 09.
Now, Michael White had a good race last week as well. I'm surprised to see him at the back of this pack. but you never know. You might see him at the front. Sometimes these guys race better than they qualify. I know that's my forte. And
Yep, the pace car is
about
pulled
to go
off,
green.
and green is in the air. It looks like a pretty good jump there for the front two rows. It looks like third place there, the 7. Had a little trouble with the restart there.
Yeah, Tyler Tomasi is going to dip in here behind Ian. Ooh, a little loose off the corner. All of them on that first corner. Tires are cold, Josh. So is that normal for these guys?
Yeah, the tires are cold. This track has, it's an older surface, so it doesn't have a lot of grip. So you'll see these guys slip sliding away for the first couple laps. Then their tires will come in, and then they'll start slip sliding again towards the end. It looks like Tyler Tomas is getting a little run here on Ian. He's going to check in behind him, but he looks stout.
Yeah, I think Tyler's going to be pretty patient. He's a real life racer. He drives up there in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, Ian just got really loose off the corner there, giving Tyler the outside. See if he can make it stick.
Looks like they're going to continue the battle down the front stretch here.
Tyler gets into the wall.
Oh,
Tyler's gone around.
Tyler's wrecking. Whoa. He just went to space. Something's wrong with the physics in that one. Looked like he was NASAing it.
Yeah. That's the 98 car. Oh, Ian Martin's
and do we not have a caution for that?
No, we did not have a caution for that. No caution in heat races.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we were in the heat race. Here I am thinking Tyler Tomasi's season is over with, but nope. That's okay. He still has a chance. Good battle for the lead here with Ian and the
43 of Jared Edwards.
Yeah, Jared Edwards.
And right behind him, Kyle Harbin's kind of sneaking in there too. He was fast last week. Let's see what he can do as these guys stay side by side through turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, so we've seen Harbin kind of grow. Like he's been following these guys for a couple weeks, following them, and now he's getting up in the mix. Last week and now this week, it looks like he's up there as well.
Yep. Ian slides up the track a little bit. He has to check up. Might be
a
little
tight.
Contact.
We might see.
So it looks like the only 2 cars that were involved in that accident were Tyler Tomasi and Tyler Ledbetter. So we looks like everybody else is still rolling, and we have an awesome 3-way battle here for first place.
Yeah, as they come down the front stretch, they're going to go into turn 1 here, and you're going to see that Ian's going to get a little tight. You see him push up the track just a little bit. Look like, oh, wow, Edwards got a little loose on entry and pushed up. Oh, okay, I was going to say. Wow.
It was an exciting race there for the final spot in the heat. But Ian Martin does take the heat win.
So how many cars do we field in this, Josh?
We will have 17
the
cars
top 15?
But
do they only take the top 15 or no?
It looks like everybody is gridding.
Okay. I was going to say that would be another bad thing for Tyler Tomasi, because he would have been in one of those 2 empty spots at the back.
Yep, it is the series finale, so I do believe everybody is gridding for this one.
Gotcha.
So here are the results from the heat race right here up on the screen. We had Ian, Jared Edwards, Kyle Harbin, James Batzer, and David Pack rounding out the top 5. And Austin.
Yeah, but then Austin Flanagan, Carl Staton, TJ Floyd, Ron Morris, and Jonathan Mitchum rounding out the top 10. And so that's how they'll start here in this main feature.
Yep, Michael White, Bill Watkins, Andrew Freeling, John Flamin, Scott Keberg, and then Tyler Ledbetter and Tyler Tomasi, the 2 Tylers that were involved in that accident, will be rounding out the tail end of the pack. So we got a nice long 75 lap here. Definitely going to have to take a pit stop for tires and fuel. It'll be exciting. Let's see who can, save the most and be there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think the tire strategy is going to be a thing. If you get a caution, you better take some tread, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. As the pace car is now coming off into the pit road, as they're entering the starting zone, and the green is in the air. And a pretty even start here for the 43 car. Jared Evans got a nice push there from James Batzer as they go into turn 1.
Ian's going to clear into turn 1. Ooh, a little loose behind him. Kyle Harbin.
I'll be interested to see. Tyler Tomasi's already making some moves in the back.
I think they're gonna. I think these guys are gonna, with the exception of Tyler Tomas, they're gonna take it pretty easy. I think here early on, they saw what can happen when you push the limits of the cars in that heat race. So I think they'll single it up and take a ride here for a little bit.
Absolutely, I agree. And yeah, look, Tyler's already gained 2 positions, 3 positions. Oh, as we got one around on the backstretch.
Yep, caution's out.
Yep, that looks like the 49 of TJ Floyd. Let's see what happened here. He just got loose all by himself. Oh, we had another car.
Yeah. It looked like both of them just were getting back to that gas, maybe a little bit too early, maybe a little bit late.
Yeah, because he also had the 67 car there.
So, so TJ didn't hit anything. Did the 67 get to the inside wall?
Let's double check here. Sorry, I'm just trying to find him. Wasn't the 67, it was the... No, it doesn't look like he hit the inside wall.
Yeah, it looks like he was able to save it there. Definitely a close call for all drivers involved there.
Yeah, that was the 67 car. I apologize, it's not coming up on my scoring as 67.
Yep, that's the old custom numbers trick they got you with there.
That would be the 5 of Austin Flanagan. That explains why I couldn't find him on my screen. But yeah, Tyler Tomasi's already moved himself up into the 13th place. So I'm sure he's going to be charging hard again as soon as the green flag runs out here.
So should we see Ian take the outside line or the inside here?
Let's see. He's got Kyle Harvey. I see him taking the inside here. You know, the outside lane, if you have somebody out there who can give you a good push and a good shove, you might be okay. But I think you really, at a track like this, as flat as it is, it's got that short track feel, you definitely want to stay down on the inside.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the inside line is the spot to be. I think it has the advantage. And, yeah, so.
If you had a teammate out there on the outside line, that might be another story. But I don't believe anybody in here has teammates.
I still think being on that inside line is the place to be on a restart, just based on how loose they've been through the corner.
Yeah. It's also a hot day here in Phoenix. Track temperature is 105 degrees, so that's another reason why these guys are definitely slip sliding around when the tires get heated up. Looks like Ian is going to take the outside, though.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it looks like he might be checking up to the outside there. Uh-oh. Little contact there.
Yeah, I saw
between the 23.
Between the 23 and the 43. I just think he was just checking up a little bit.
So this series is brought to you by the iRacing Superstock League and the Mason-Dixon League. They combined to bring you this awesome race, and then we broadcast this on a Intensity Broadcasting So check us out. We do some Monday night stuff, some Tuesday nights with FND, some Friday nights with FND. We do some Dash for Cash races. We're all over the place. If you guys want to get your race broadcasted by me and Josh, or Atlee and I, or Atlee and Josh even, let us know and we'll see what we can do. If our schedule permits, we'd be more than happy to broadcast some more races.
So here they come through turn 4. Pace car will be pulling off this lap, and we'll be going back green flag racing.
Yeah, it looks like Ian's got a pretty good jump on the outside there.
Yep, there he goes. Green is in the air, and man, he took off.
I mean, Jarrett Edwards was hanging way back. Looked like he was not ready for that to happen.
Yeah, got a
Josh, it seems like it might have lost race sound, by the way.
Oh, did I? Oh, we got a big wreck in the back. Yellow flag is out.
We sure do. If 52 is into the wall, Tyler Tomasi's into the wall, and the car's on its hood as well.
Yeah, that looked like it started back here with the 23 car getting a little loose. Oh, no! It was actually the...
7 of James Batzer. Ooh, that ends the night for some people there. That's unfortunate for Kyle Harbin, Carl Staton.
Yeah, it looked like that 23 was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It looked like he was going to be okay until the 377 car came along. And
can we go on board with Tyler Tomasi? He scoots through. I think he might have made it through clean there.
Absolutely. Let's find Tyler. All right. A little bit of damage, but I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he got a little bit in the wall. I want to see you got the in-car camera? There we go. Yeah, that one. Look at that guy rolling down the track.
He went right underneath him.
That's a little pucker effect if I ever seen one.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to shake things up quite a bit.
Yeah, that definitely helps Tyler. Tyler's going to dip in here, though, and get some damage fixed, I think.
And Carl Stanton, unfortunately, involved in that one as well. James Batzer.
Kyle Harbin's a lap down. I think he was involved as well.
Yeah, he was upside down on the wall. TJ Floyd. The 377 of Bill Watkins was in that one, too. He's got a lot of damage. I'm surprised he didn't go in and try to fix that up.
Looks like Ian took this opportunity to hit pit road as well. A little tire strategy, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, like you said, he could have been slip sliding around a little bit more than he wanted to. So here he comes off of pit road now. He'll be restarting back in the field, but you know he's got a fast car.
So TJ Floyd and Ian Martin will be clean cars here for the start, both with fresh tires. And at the front, we got Jarrett Edwards and Austin Flanagan on the front row. Who's going to take the lead here at the beginning of this one?
Man, I think Jared's going to drop down, take the inside line on the start, and hold that position off. I mean, you really want to have that inside line. And it looks like he's going to take the high side as well as the lights go off on the pace car. I have no idea anymore.
I think these guys are worried about the people getting a run on the outside and not getting black flagged for passing before the green. So I think that's what their strategy is for getting up on that high line.
Looks like the 52 car's got a little bit of damage too. The 52 car, David Peck. like people are having a little trouble sorting out the order here too.
Yeah, the 52 did get into a little bit of that as well. I think he's going to have some issues here at the beginning of this run. Looks like Mitchum thinks he's on the outside here.
Yeah, because it's telling him to stay behind the 43. As the green flag comes out, and the 43 is able to get a good jump there on the start, but here comes Austin Flanagan on the bottom side. He really dives in there hard, pushes up the track just a little bit.
Little tight on entry there for sure.
They're still too wide, heading towards 3 and 4. And this is a flat corner. This is a hard corner to take too wide. Man, he drove that in so deep. And makes the pass, a little slide job, but here comes Austin Flanagan back on the bottom with the crossover move. And he's going to lead the lap and clear him.
That was Jared Edwards with the crossover to the front there.
Yes.
And now the 67 of Flanagan's going to be stuck behind him. I think he's going to probably be able to dip back under him. But we got Jonathan Mitchum just cleared into third. He's on a route right now. He's on his way.
Yeah, he was stout here last time we raced this series here, so I see him getting up in the mix
he likes
pretty
this
soon.
track. I think he likes this track a lot. So here we go. A hard turn to the right. He's going to get underneath just barely by a fender.
Yeah,
on the front stretch here, he's going to
clear him. Looked like Jared got a little loose there off of the 4, but here he comes back too. You know who's loving watching this racing? Jonathan Mitchum.
Ian Martin.
Yeah, because it's going to allow them to catch right up.
Yeah.
Looks like he's
really good race and really close, riding that bumper all the way through the corner. Reminiscent of Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney today, putting it to each other at New Hampshire. It was fun to watch as well.
And Denny Hamlin and Brad Keselowski had a little bump there.
Yeah. Just letting you know he's here. No big deal. No harm, no foul. But like you said, that's bringing Jonathan Mitchum right up in the mix now. He's cleared and up close now. He's getting personal with these guys. He's going to be making moves as well.
Here comes another bump here from the 43 Jared Edwards. So local
definitely.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying he's definitely driving him down into the corner here and making him drive that car in a position where he doesn't feel comfortable. You can see it.
Yeah, there was a local short track racer up in this area in the Northeast who passed away a couple years ago by the name of Ted Christopher. And Ted Christopher had the 3 bump rule. The first bump was to let you know he was there. The second bump was to let you know that he's faster. The third bump usually puts you into the wall.
So you don't want to get past the second bump, is what you're saying.
Let's see if Jared has that same mentality, as he's still right locked on the back bumper. And
he's on bump 32 already. I think he's way past number 3.
Here he goes down to the inside.
He's making that move. And Jonathan Mitchum should slide right up in there behind him, try to make the same move.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to follow him through, but man, that's some tight racing. They're running each other so hard for it being lap 17.
Yeah, and this early in the race, they must feel like they need to be there. But they're running away. They're driving away from the pack, so I'm not sure what's happening back there. But
well, look who was moved up to 4th place. Tyler Tomasi.
Wow, there must have been something that happened that we missed. Because he passed everybody. He was behind everybody. He was in pits for a while, right?
Yeah, he's no, the full field is all back here. As you can see, they're all still racing, so he's just being smart. Ian Martin's moved up to the 7th place. Well, let's go back to this battle for the lead here. As Austin Flanagan, Jared Edwards, and Jonathan Mitchum are still running hard for it.
Jared Edwards is taking that diamond approach, the early lift and early back to the throttle, where Flanagan's running it in deep and then late back to the throttle, and it's just causing a serious back and forth race between the two, which is really fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's right along here with Jared Edwards. See where he's making the time up. See, he really backs the corner entry up, which allows him to get into the throttle quicker, which allows him to get that nice run.
Yeah, he was a little late lifting, I think, that time, but normally he does. Flanagan's driving that thing in way deep.
Oh, look at the...
I'm surprised he's able to hold on to it.
As a pass for the lead again.
Wow, passed and cleared.
It looked like Austin just got a little too loose there, getting in the corner, slid up the track, and made those rear tires a little angry.
I think Mitchum's excited to be where he's at right now. He's like, you know what? I'm going to sit here and let these guys take each other out and beat their tires up because I'll be ready when they're not.
So now a new player has entered the field, now riding in fourth, Ian Martin. Just past Tyler Tomasi. So,
yeah, I'm telling you. And he was in eighth when you were talking about Tyler before, so he's on the move.
And another pass for the lead. It's Austin Flanagan's back inside.
Again, Mitchum's just biting his time, just hanging out. Let these guys run them tires off, and then when it's time, hopefully he'll just go for it.
Absolutely. Looks like he's going to make the move here.
Oh yeah.
Some contact between...
That was that was a little aggressive there.
We're not even a third way through the race, and these guys are racing this hard. Imagine what the last 10 laps are going to be like.
They better get it together, because here comes those fourth and fifth position guys are biting at the chop to get there.
Absolutely. Here comes Jared Edwards again with a nice little run. Is he going to take him to the inside here? No. Austin's going to throw a block.
This is really good racing by these guys.
Yellow is out.
Looks like David Pack has had something go on with him. He's in pit road now.
Oh, blew an engine.
He blew up.
Yep. And he blew up right on the front stretch, so he had no choice but to try to limp it around. And it looks like he just wasn't able to get all the way around and had to stop on the front stretch. So unfortunately his night is going to be done.
Is that what the caution was for? That's the question now.
Yes, it was. He stopped right in the dog leg as everybody's coming on the pit road now. And I mean everybody.
Oh, no, it wasn't, Josh. Actually, maybe it was. Yeah, it was.
So the question is, are people going to take 2 or are they going to take 4? Looks like some people are taking only fuel. As Austin, yeah, looks like he only took fuel. Yeah, everybody else with 26, 25, 21 second pit stops. And Austin Flanagan had a 3.61, so it looks like he took fuel only. Interesting call.
Yeah, bad night for Carl Staton. He's now looking like he's 16 laps down. That's not going to cut it for the championship this year, Carl, which sucks for you.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get 16 lucky dogs.
Innocent bystander in somebody else's crap, too, which is the worst part about that.
Well, he may not win the championship, but he might be able to get up into the 3rd spot. Still take some money home.
Yeah, I don't know if do they pay for the. I don't remember. Do they pay for
Top three
the
spots.
standings? Well, I know it's top 3 spots for the race get paid that. I don't know about the standings. Let me look here.
And speaking of people who are caught up in that first accident, looks like Kyle Hartman is getting that thing back repaired. He's only a lap down, and his car is looking a little bit better than it did earlier when he was upside down on the fence. So he might be able to get back into this race too. But an interesting strategy call by Austin Flanagan, taking fuel only when everybody else is going to have fresh tires. I think that might hurt him a little bit. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think it'll hurt, but I also, I don't know. It's tough to say. Look at what Ian just did on fresh tires. So,
Ian and Tyler Tomasi.
yep. So yeah, the payouts are 80% of the purse every night. So based on that, I don't think that there is a
Payout for the
payout for
top three.
the series. Yeah,
Well, I stand
but I know
corrected.
for the race there is.
Oh, lights are off on the pace car. They're going to double file, and it looks like Austin is going to take that outside line.
Which is wild because they were passing each other on the inside.
Maybe that outside line's got a better jump, because you can use it to get that angle down into turn one if you can get the jump and clear them. Have the better racing line into turn one.
True. And Ian's going to be here in second, so it's going to be a tough thing for Flanagan here with old tires and start on the outside. Ian's really good on these restarts. Mitchum's still in the 4th spot, though.
As the pace car pulls in, and we are back to green. And Austin gets
Ooh,
a great jump.
Ian got super loose, I think, when getting back to the gas there. Maybe that's why they're taking me outside. It's a little more stable, maybe, on gas.
It's possible. Ian's loose.
Oh, Lord.
Is he going to save it? And he saves it.
He did.
That was incredible. He's going to lose a ton of positions, but he kept it out of the wall. As we go back
heck
to
of a save.
As we go back to the
Here comes Tyler Tomasi around the outside of Mr. Edwards.
See if he can pull that crossover move here coming off of turn 2. Oh, and
looks like he's going to make it happen.
Mitchum was up in the wall. They're 3 wide down the backstretch.
Yeah, and Tomasi to the inside.
Looks like he's going to get 2 for 1.
Oh, a little bumper by Edwards.
Edwards is very aggressive with that front bumper tonight. As he's got a run now on Tyler Tomasi.
And Tyler's going to let him go. He's going to do the same thing he did last time and go back underneath of him.
Oh, is he gets... Looked like Edwards
he got loose. Yeah.
And you know who loves this? Austin Flanagan. He's just pulling away.
For now.
His lead is just over a second right now as these guys are racing hard for position. But Tyler Tomasi comes out on top of that battle.
Absolutely. He's already down to 1 flat behind him.
And Ian Martin's already back up to 5th place. So he's coming.
Yep, and Tyler Tomasi's closing the gap. He's down to 0.9 seconds now as he closes in on the leader, Mr. Flanagan.
Well, they all have fresh tires. Austin doesn't.
Yeah.
And you can see that in the lap times, because last lap Tyler Tomasi ran a 31.7 and Austin ran a 32.0. So that's a 0.3 second difference right there.
I was just gonna say he's down. He's cut the gap down now to 0.7 seconds.
So at the end of this lap, it should be 0.5 at least, or just under half a second. So he's coming.
And you can see it visually as well. He's starting to close it real tight down to 6.6 now.
We're not even halfway through the race. It looks like Austin's car is starting
We've
to...
seen some really good racing as well.
Absolutely. Looks like Austin's car is starting to push a little bit off the corner.
Yeah, it was a gamble he took, and it's paid off till now. We'll see. On the next caution, he'll probably head down pit road. I wonder if they've implemented any number of tire rules that's new to iRacing.
I believe they have unlimited tires from last time I talked to Ian about it.
Yeah, I think that's something they're going to implement in the future, though.
Yeah, he's cut that lead right down to 0.2. So he's right there, as you can see, on the bumper. But Tyler's pretty clean. I don't see him using the bumper to get by. I can just see him driving on by as Austin just gives him a little bit of a block there, taking away the low lane. So.
Yeah, I think Austin's being super protective here of that low line and kind of doing what he's got to do, but he's going to push up because he drives in super hard into these corners, and it's going to give Tyler that opening on the inside here.
I think that's just the tires. The front tires are overheated, and he's just getting tight. As Tyler takes the lead. And Austin gives him a little bump as he goes by. And that's
Edwards is there now too.
I was gonna say I let Edwards catch right up here as he's now on the back bumper. A little push into the corner here. As Tyler Tomasi's back under fire by Austin Flanagan in the 67 there. And look who's in the back of this. Ian Martin.
Yep, he's back in the mix in that 5th spot. Looks like he's going to dip under Mitchum here on entry.
But these, you know, with Austin being on older tires, that's the best thing for Tyler Tomasi because it's going to slow Ian up. But you can just see the grip in that 67 car is just gone in the front end.
So we're just over halfway, and we've seen, a handful of cautions, 3 of them, I think.
Yep, 3 cautions, and, no, 2 cautions in the race. One was in the...
It was just 2, you're right, it was 2 cautions, 1 flipper and 1 car blowing up.
As here comes Ian Martin now for 2nd place already.
Yeah, Ian's not messing around. He knows he's got a championship to win and preserve. The best place to be with these guys is at the front.
As he easily clears Jarrett, excuse me.
Yeah, those guys are on old tires, and Ian and Tyler are looking pretty fresh here. Tyler going to make it easy for Ian to get by, you think?
Oh, no. Oh, no. He's going to make that car 3 lanes wide. Just you watch. But you still have the top
Edwards
5.
still not giving it up. Yeah, he ain't giving it up.
You got the top 5 still pretty close here. Still under a blanket. I mean, they've got 2 seconds. Oh, Ian just gets a bump there from Edwards.
Edwards has been doing that. He's faster through the center of the corner. I think it's the way he drives it and backing it off a little bit.
Yep. You know, a few weeks ago we were here in this track with the this 87 cars, and I was doing the same thing, really backing off the corner to get a really good run through the corner.
Yeah. Carry the speed.
Yep, as Edwards dives under Ian Martin now. He's got the position as they come off of 2. But it looks like Ian's going to clear him.
Ian did. He had a little draft pull from the guy from Tomasi in the front there. I think that helped him clear it. Now he's going to take the outside on Tomasi. He thinks he's got something there.
But that's allowed Jarrett to get right back underneath Ian. And what's he going to do? Is he going to fall in, or he's going to get right underneath Ian here and try to take that spot away from him now? As Austin Flanagan and Mitchum now are really starting to fall back. Those two are just hoping for a caution so they can get back into this.
Ooh, Tomasi just got the...
Gave him the yellow. There's the caution. It's not the caution they wanted, but...
So Edwards gave Tomasi a little bump in the entry, and that pushed Tomasi up the track and into Ian, I think, there.
That's exactly what happened. He got in the back of the 12 just a little bit. 12 pushed up into Ian. Fortunately, it doesn't look like there's too much damage on Ian's car or the Tyler Tomasi's car, so they might be okay. Some fresh tires.
Yeah, Ian's going to be, what, fourth here?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to restart in fourth, so... And then
Tomasi not so fortunate. He's back in 11.
Yeah, he, I think he got the worst of that. As we're taking a look at it again one more time. Yeah, because Ian was able to get it turned around straight, and it looks like Tyler might have just stalled it out. Had to refire it and get it going.
Yeah, I think he was also trying not to drive in front of somebody coming by as well.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to hit pit road as well.
Some are. It looks like a few stayed
Ian
out.
Martin's on pit road. Flanagan's on pit road. TJ Floyd's on pit road. No, he is. John Flamione. Tyler Tomasi. Carl Statton is on pit road again. James Batzer.
So it looks like the top 7 stayed out. I don't know how smart of a move that is for Edwards and Mitchum.
Here come... Oop, Edwards was thinking about it. Now he just dipped back onto the track.
That little
gamesmanship.
Oh, we're coming to going to be coming to 25 laps to go here, so
yeah, when we go back green, we'll have 25, 26 left.
24, 25, yeah. So it'll see if those tires pay off or if the track position is more important.
Well, you know, it took Ian and Tyler from approximately 12th position. It took them probably 15 laps to get there. So this could be a gamble on Ian's part. We'll see what happens here.
It's been a pretty impressive night for Jared Edwards tonight. 12 laps led. He's been right up there at the front most of the night. A newbie. The first time I think we've seen him in this series, isn't it?
I think he was there last week, but I could be wrong.
Maybe he was.
I get it kind of mixed up because I run a lot of these. I call a lot of these races with Atlee too, and a lot of them are very similar in the people who are there and who are not. So.
Well, since this is brought by the Mason-Dixon League and the ISSL, so you've got 2 leagues that really came together to put this on. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of people from both those leagues in here. So, and we do broadcast both their races, so it's understandable sometimes we can get these guys a little mixed up.
Yeah, it looks like Jared Edwards is not in the points right now. So this would be his first time racing with these guys here. Which spells good for him. I mean, first race out, he's competing. So he should probably be coming back next season, and maybe we'll see him in the point standings towards the top with Carl Statton, Ian Martin, and Michael White.
Yep.
Where's Michael White tonight? Have we checked in with him?
Michael White is not here tonight.
Yeah, he is. He's in the 4th spot,
Oh,
buddy.
so he is. I looked right past him. Yeah, he is in 4th place, just kind of hanging back there. I apologize. I need new glasses. The font on my computer is just too small. Um,
So let's just go ahead and say Michael pulls this thing off, scores the max points for the day. That gives him a shot at the title against Ian here.
It does. He would just need something catastrophic to happen to Ian. As Jared Edwards is actually taking the outside lane too, so yeah, there must be something with the outside lane just being faster here. The only thing I really worry about with Jared Edwards is he's been so aggressive tonight. Is that going to come back and bite him? Is somebody else going to, use that same move, that bumper that he's been using all night?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I guess we're going to find out here in a second as they come back to the green.
Yep.
Green's
Green
out.
flag's out. Oh, very aggressive move. I think he might spun his tires just a little bit.
Who, Mitchum?
Edwards, because he came down the track almost into the side of Mitchum. But
I gotcha.
But he's pulled away. No, Michael White making the outside work around Jonathan Mitchum. Looks like he might clear him.
I don't have any car sound again in case you... I don't know if that's working in the broadcast like that as well or what.
Looks like I've got sound on my side. Oh, we got a wreck in the back. Yellow is
We sure
out.
do. Austin Flanagan.
Austin Flanagan.
It's unfortunate for him.
Looks like he just dove it in a little hard and... Oh, Tomasi. Tomasi giving him a little something. Let's take a look at this from the blimp here. See if we can see Tomasi just gets the nice little run here. Oh, he lost it before Tomasi even got to him, so... And unfortunately, it looked like the 38 got involved. Jonathan Flanagan got involved with that one a little bit too, so... Not really sure that's what Jared Edwards wanted to see. So he's starting to pull away a little bit. Or is it what Ian Martin wanted to see? Because that's taken laps away from him. As now Jarrett and Jonathan Mitchum are going to hit pit road now. And I believe they're probably going to be the only takers. Being that everybody else just pit on the last time by.
Yeah, this 67 definitely got loose on entry there, and I actually think Tyler got loose too. I think they both got loose together, and it just so happened that Tyler ended up on the good side of it, where the 67 didn't.
But neither one of them are coming in for repairs, so they mustn't have got too much damage.
Too much.
Let's go back and actually ride with Tyler on that one to see if we can get an idea what happened. Yeah, they were both a little loose there as they were coming through the corner. You can see Tyler turning back to the right, so... But it looked like the 67 was already loose as well, so... It doesn't look like it was really anybody's fault.
Yeah, I think that was just a racing deal. Those guys getting in there, getting aggressive. They know they're starting... That clock's starting to wind down. It's starting to get down to the nitty-gritty time and time to get every position you can, and Tyler saw an opportunity. And I also think the 67 saw Tyler come and thought he had to get back to the gas earlier than he could, and they both just got a little loose.
I mean, it's short track racing. 3 wide normally doesn't work to begin with. And when you're on such a flat track with cold tires and high heat in the track, I mean, the track temperature right now is well, it's only 98 degrees, so it's actually cooled off a little bit since the beginning of the race when it was 105. So the track's starting to cool down. Tempers are starting to come up. We're going to see some exciting racing here in the last couple laps.
Yeah, and in the Ian race chat, Ian just posted the price for first, second, and third, and what the payout is. So these guys are starting to see that money signs, some dollar signs, and thinking, "I need that money. I'm gonna go get it."
Absolutely. So everybody's picked that outside lane on their restart. Michael White, this will be his first time being up at the front. You think he picks the outside?
I'm gonna go with yeah. I think he's seen these guys get loose through the first corner on the inside, and also getting back to the gas. So I'm gonna go with yeah. He's going to the outside for sure. Maybe not though. Hey, and did I call it or did I call it? Michael White's got to win this thing to have a shot at this title.
Absolutely, and Ian's got to have something catastrophic happen, and he's put himself in a position where that could actually happen. I mean, he's in the back, not the back, but he's in the middle of the pack. I mean, he's going to be restarting in fourth, but you got a couple guys here that really haven't seen the front with Ron Morris and Tyler Ledbetter up here. So it's a couple new names at the front. Something might happen. You never know. If I was Ian, I'd want to be at the front.
Very true. Yeah. I definitely don't want to be at the back. Looks like the 09's going for the inside.
And Ian's going to be on the outside, so that means the outside's going to stack up a little bit. Maybe it's a little strategy.
Yeah, Ron Morris is there as well.
Yep.
On the outside.
Well, we know they're good on fuel. If the yellow comes out again, do they take tires? Try to make that run up to the front? We've seen tires be a big thing.
So, I don't know. I think we'll have to see here what happens with the guys who just pit. I don't think you have enough time. So thinking about that, Ian, we're 5 laps in, Ian's up to 4th. Yep. And here we go, we're off.
Green flag, and Ian gets a great jump on the outside. They're going to be 3 wide going into turn 1. And Ian just driving by. Oh, he got a little tight there in the corner. Now he's going backwards. And Michael White knows he's got to keep Ian behind him.
Yep, absolutely. This is the race for the championship here. If he doesn't keep Ian behind him, he's not going to have a shot at it at all.
Yeah, he just caught the apron and just pushed up there and got loose. But he saves it. He's going to lose 3 positions.
Yeah. So we've seen that repeatedly, that bottom line, and caution is out.
Caution is out.
Looks like James Batzer wrecked again.
Oh. There's a...
Oh, wow. Hard into the outside wall.
Yeah, a couple different incidents, because you had him, but then you had the 67 car as well. Looks like he got a little loose. Oh no, the 43 making an aggressive run.
So were those guys just saving it, and Batzer was a innocent bystander again?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, we'll take one more look at that. The 67 got down into Mitchum, and no, it looks like Batzer just lost it on his own.
Yeah, it looks like he got loose and got into the side of that guy there coming off the corner.
Yeah, because you had some really aggressive moves here. They were almost 4 wide. The 67 just got turned by Mitchum because he came down the track across, and yeah, Batzer just lost it coming off the corner. So, pit stops. Anybody take?
Looks like just Batzer on pit road now. Statton's getting some laps back. He's up to 15 laps down. Looks like David Pack is on pit road as well at 35 laps down. So they gave Statton an extra position from the previous.
Yeah, well, David Pack blew his motor, so he's pretty much done with the race.
Yeah,
Carlos
he's
Sta-
done.
It looks like James Batzer is
Probably
smoking.
going to be done as well. Yep.
Yeah, the smoke is usually a pretty good indication that your day is done.
So that'll give Carl, if Carl stays clean, he'll at least move up to the 15th spot. More of attrition for him.
Yep. How about Tyler?
So yeah, no real pit takers on this one.
Nope. But look at Tyler Tomasi. He's made his way back up there to sixth place.
Snuck back up into the top 6.
Sneaking in there, yeah. Michael White back up to fourth. So he's got a chance to make something happen here.
Yeah, he'll be on the outside line a little bit more stable out there. Maybe he'll learn something here watching Ian start on the outside, because he's definitely going to, I think.
Oh, for sure. For sure, I would. You've seen how much that top line has really got the start going. I mean, it's been a huge advantage restarting on the top side.
I don't know if the reason is because of where you get the green flag at, or where you have to pick up the throttle at on the inside, but they're just not able to get going the way they can on the outside.
Well, it'll definitely be a nice, interesting finish here. Because it looks like we'll have 10 to go when they take the green flag. Yeah, because the lights are still on the pace car, so they got at least one more lap. So this league is, or it's not really a league, but this group of racing is definitely a very interesting group. You've got a bunch of guys that, they run the or not super speeds, but high banks, Michigan. Then you got the short tracks like Phoenix, and man, it's just some fun racing. All disciplines with this group here.
Yeah, and these guys are all pretty young too. Ian himself, I think, is like in 16 years old, 17 years old, and he's pretty mature for his age. And you got Tyler Tomasi, a real life, I think he's like a late model driver, and he's not any more than like 17 or something. So a lot of these guys who you'll see at the top of this are pretty young guys, just getting laps and getting time on the sticks. So.
Absolutely, yeah. Tyler Tomasi runs, looks like late models up here in the
Yep.
Northeast.
He runs in the same. He ran at the same track that our buddy Alan Tardif was running at the same weekend. He didn't race with him, but he was racing there at the same time.
Yeah, because Alan runs the All-Star Series, so it's good to see the Northeast producing some good drivers. Like Ryan Preece today coming in 16th. He had a good start run today.
Heck yeah! I mean, even Eric Jones looked good today. Or was it Eric Jones? Who's the one that replaced Matty D?
Oh, yeah, Eric Jones.
Yeah, Eric Jones.
No, not Eric Jones. Christopher Bell. As the green flag is
Bell.
coming back out, Ian gets a huge jump on that outside line.
Yeah, see, he's able to throw that throttle down and just go.
So now the race is going to be in the back here. As Tyler Tomasi
Tomas stayed at the outside.
3 wide through the dog leg. Is he going to make that stick?
Is it gonna stick? Oh, he's loose. So loose. Gonna see. Woo! What a great run by all three of those drivers. Yeah. Great way to hold a line.
And Michael White got really loose there coming off of turn 4. So he fell back.
Yeah, White got the shitty end of that one, and now Tyler Ledbetter was able to stick. Toe. Big stack up there off the corner. Ledbetter getting loose.
Yeah, and he's just falling back like a rock now. Look who's back up the 4th. Jared Edwards. further back in the pack, we've got Jonathan Mitchum making a run back up as well. And Kyle Harbin's even making his moves back through here. So that was Austin Flanagan getting really loose there off the corner.
Yeah, and Ian's running away with this thing. He's opened his lead out to 0.8 now.
Yeah, Tomasi's moved back up to third and chasing down Ron Morris.
He's got a tall order ahead of him if he wants to catch Ian. He's got to get by Ron. He's going to make short work of Ron, otherwise he doesn't have... Oh, we got a wrecker. Yep. 09 into the inside wall in the backstretch.
No yellow.
We're still green.
Yeah, here's the replay. He just lost it and just barely tagged that inside wall.
Bad luck for there, Michael White, our second place points driver. He's going to have a tough finish now, it looks like.
Yep, here comes Tomasi on the inside of Ron Morris, taking over that second spot. He'll clear him here easily off the corner. Oh, we got another run.
Like Ron... Oh, yeah, TJ Floyd. Big wreck on the backstretch. Yellow's out.
Yellow is out. Actually, it looks like it started with the 49 car going around. Oh, and Kyle just, nope. Innocent bystander. He thought he was through that one, and it's not what he wanted to see.
TJ Floyd looked like he got the business from somebody. Can we go ahead and look at that? Oh, the 67 there. So it looked like Austin Flanagan got in the back of TJ Floyd and started that. And then, like you said, just an innocent bystander for the other guy.
So we ride along with Kyle Harbin here. You can see he thinks he's through it, and there's nowhere to go.
So can we look at can we look at Austin Flanagan's in car? I just want to see if TJ was loose before the contact there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Just checking out the undercarriage, making sure everything looks good, looks legit.
Get off my hood, bro.
Trying to get those.
So I think I'm gonna.
I was gonna say trying to get those secrets there.
Say that again.
It says it looks like he was trying to get the secrets there. He's running underneath his car. What his setup looks like.
Yeah. What kind of camera you got there, bro? Now I think I'm gonna head over. So I'm in Pensacola right now. I think I'm gonna head over to Daytona and check out that road track race. I think it'll be fun.
That's gonna be exciting. That's something I've wanted to see in NASCAR for a few years now. It looks like I thought Ian was gonna come in and pit for a second.
It's just a little gamesmanship, I think.
Yep. Yeah, I've been wanting to see the Cup cars on the road course at Daytona for many, many years, and basically since I ran the 24-hour race with my team here on iRacing, and I thought, man, this is such a great track. It'd be awesome to see the Cup cars on this. And
yeah, I really love watching the 24 hours at Daytona. I enjoy, like, even though sometimes it's not competitive, it's just guys driving around the track. The whole concept of driving a car for 24 hours and racing with multiple drivers is just an awesome thing, and it's fun to watch. I wish they would do it with stock cars. I think it would be even better.
The amazing thing about that is 20 years ago, it was an endurance race. It was, you ran for 24 hours and hoped the thing didn't break. And now it's
right.
24 hours of qualifying laps. I mean, the drivers are so good, the cars are so good, that these guys just punish the cars for 24 hours straight. It's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, when they come down to the last 20 laps and there's LMPs and GTs that are within seconds of each other still, that's amazing to me.
Exactly. A couple years back when the Corvettes finished 1-2 after 24 hours, and they finished side by side by 2 feet. I mean, it's incredible to think that you can run for 24 hours like that and still be that close and have that close of a finish. plus the traffic you have to run. I love endurance racing. I think it's just a phenomenal thing. I can't
When I
wait.
was a when I was a kid, we would go see the Camel GT. They called them Camel GT cars back then, but they were basically prototypes that raced at Watkins Glen, and we got to watch them in the rain one time, Josh, and it looked so cool. It looked like, you know how when you watch like a speedboat kick up the tail of water.
Yep.
That's exactly what it looked like watching these prototypes go down the front stretch at Watkins Glen. They were just throwing water up in the air behind them. It was wild.
Well, if anybody on the live and stream knows about the Camel GT, iRacing actually has two of the Camel GT cars in their service. They've got the Nissan prototype, which is the prototype you were talking about, the ZXP, and they've got the Audi Quattro 90 all-wheel drive GT car. So yeah, that's based off the '88 series, '88 season, and I first couple of seasons of that I ran that competitively, and it's a fun car in track combination. So much power, no traction control, no ABS, just pure race car. It's incredible.
Yeah, it was pretty wild stuff to watch, and they sound so cool.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
looking forward to the Lime Rock race coming up pretty soon. But Joe, there's only 3 laps to go.
3 laps to go. Let's do a rundown real quick before we get to the start finish here. Ian and Tyler are on the first row. Looks like Ian's going to take the outside again.
Yeah, and then you got Jared Edwards and Ron Morris in the second row.
And then Jonathan Flamion and Jonathan Mitchum running out the top 6 as we come out of the corner, and the pace car is going to dip off.
And Ian's on the gas. Green is in the air. But look at Tyler Tomasi. He got a great jump, too. He's going to clear Jared Edwards and slide in there.
I don't think Tyler is going to go away very easily here. I think he's going to be running for this win here. He's going to give Ian some definite competition here leading up to the end of this.
Absolutely. He's just following Ian's tire tracks as he takes a move to the inside. He's got his nose in there.
Yep,
but don't
it's going to
count
be
Edwards
green-white
either.
checker.
Edwards is right there, too.
And white flag is out.
Tomasi has got the nose on him as he pushes up the track. Oh, Edwards wicked loose off of turn 2. But he stays with him,
He saved it, though. Yeah, he saved it. It's going to be a heck of a run to the finish here. Let's see who gets through this corner clean.
Tomasi looks like he's going to clear Ian. As they're coming to the line, it's Tomasi by a nose.
What a finish. A great run by Tyler Tomasi, taking that P1 position from Ian right at the end.
But if my numbers are correct, Ian's finished in second place, so he's more than likely going to win that championship.
Yeah, it looks like he'll probably take home the championship based on finishes. Where did the 09 come? He was the one that was close. Michael White came in the 7th position, so he lost some points to him there. So yeah, I would imagine that Ian will be our series champion for Sabbath Day. Congratulations to Tyler Tomasi on a heck of a run. We watched him and Ian come through the field, I think, 2 or 3 times in that race, eh?
Absolutely. It looks like they're going to go nose to nose here and do a burnout. As the race winner in the...
That's for second and third there. Going to get a little picture action, maybe. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy.
Tell you what, though, what a race.
Yeah, awesome win. Awesome race all the way. We had some really good... We had a couple of, like, 6 or 7 different leaders. Lots of passes for the lead. A couple cautions.
Yeah, we had 13 lead changes. 7 cautions for 33 laps. But Tyler Tomasi comes home your winner. Ian Martin second. Jared Edwards third. John Flamion in fourth, and Jonathan Mitchum rounding out the top five.
In the sixth spot, we got Ron Morris. Seventh, Michael White, as we talked about before, second place points guy. The 14 of Scott Kerberg in the eighth. We hadn't even heard about him during the race, I don't think. Ninth, Austin Flanagan. Tough race for him after leading a bunch of laps early. And then 10th is Bill Watkins.
And then Tyler Ledbetter in 11th, Andrew Freeling 12th, TJ Floyd, Kyle Harbin with a tough night tonight, getting caught up in a couple different wrecks that just weren't his fault, and Carl Stanton rounding out 15th.
Yep, and then finally you got James Batzer, who again got caught up in somebody else's stuff, and David Pack. These guys just couldn't catch a break at the back there. Carl, James, and David all had rough finishes based on wrecks early. So as we wait, as we wait for, as we wait for Ian to get a hold of the points here, let's see what we got in there. Let's pull Ian, or let's pull Tyler Tomasi, our race winner, in. You're gonna have to do it.
It's not letting me.
Let's see if I can. All right, let me give me 1 second. Let me switch.
Not a problem. Sorry for the technical difficulties as we try to get our race winner and I believe our champion into the room here. It looks like Ian's joining us here in the booth. Ian, congratulations. I believe you won the championship tonight. Is that correct?
Yep. I don't think Michael got me. Hold on 1 second. Anyways, yeah, I think I got him. I don't see why I wouldn't have. I got that pole. I got the heat win. I finished second, so I should have that championship locked up.
Yep, he finished in seventh place. So congratulations on the championship. Heck of a run tonight. Tyler gave you some hell at the end of the race there, didn't he?
I just knew it was a season finale. It was either try to pinch him as low as I could and risk getting taken out, or just run the high line and maybe be able to get him. And I just took the safest way out.
Yeah, it was a great race overall. A couple people having some trouble there. We had Carl Stanton have some issues there. Another fast car with Kyle Harbin getting involved in a couple wrecks that just weren't his fault. So everything kind of fell your way. So congratulations again. A couple new faces in here were pretty fast. That Jared Edwards is the first time we've seen him in here, and he was pretty aggressive and pretty fast all night too. So it was some great racing, top to bottom.
Yep, like I said, I was just trying to remind everybody you got no fast repairs, conserve your car. 75 laps is a long race at this track. So just constantly trying to remind them to keep it clean. We had a little more cautions than I wanted to, but overall, I still thought it was a pretty good race tonight.
Yeah.
So I think it was pretty clean racing most of the way, and I think most of the stuff that happened was just guys getting loose, getting off, in front of somebody getting a little bit loose, and the person not expecting it. So I don't think there was any too aggressive racing. I think there was the cautions were all racing deals for the most part.
Yep. I do know one caution. When me and Tyler were side by side for the lead, I think Jarrett might have got into his bumper there that one time. But other than that, it was just a really loose track tonight. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but I about lost it myself one time off of two there.
Oh, we saw it.
Oh yeah.
Thought I was done. I got in that grass. I thought I was a goner.
It was a heck of a we're talking about. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Well,
for
congratulations on your championship, Ian. Well done again.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we're gonna see if we can pull Tyler in here for a post-race interview here. Tyler,
Hey there, Ty.
you got Josh and Joe here in the booth. How you doing, man?
Good.
Congratulations on the win. Heck of a run there. You really gave it to Ian at the end there. You were right where you needed to be.
Yeah, we got put in the wall about I think like 3 times, and we were just getting banged around. There's a few people that weren't happy that I was out there, but overall, we man, I people can say what they want about me. I take a lot of crap, from people like in social media and stuff, but not many people could do what I just did there. That was insane. I can't believe I came back from the back to win that. That was nuts.
Yeah, so you and Ian had some really good runs twice. Ian and you both pushed yourselves from the back to the front. I think 2 or 3 times during that race. One time you got the bumper put to you and that wrecked you and Ian. But so do you think tires were a factor? Or you guys think you were just faster overall?
Tires were a little bit of a factor, but overall, we were the class of the field. We were way faster than everybody. We just kept getting put in crappy situations.
Congratulations again! You get that $85 from Ian when he pays you. So make sure you get that. Let him don't let him keep your money.
All right.
Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, Tomasi Lower Associates, RLS Performance and Caddock Title Company, and also everybody who's listening. This weekend I'm racing for 10 grand up at White Mountain. Be sure to go tune in, Northeast Sport Network, and hopefully we get it done there.
Yeah, so Josh and I were talking about that. When are you gonna step up into the bigger guys series with our buddy Alan Tardif? Me and Josh know Alan really well.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I have a super late model. But it's not ready yet. But it can be ready when I'm ready.
Awesome.
There you go.
I hope to watch you progress through the Northeast here, up in the ACT series and everything. So,
Thanks, man.
again, congratulations to both Tyler and Ian tonight. Tyler winning the race, Ian winning the championship. Great race overall, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great race to watch. It was fun. We had competition. We had lots of lead changes. We had crossover moves. We had Ian wrecking 2 or 3 times. We had a great night.
So I believe we are taking a week off, and then this will start back up. We'll have the details for you as soon as we can. And anything else you'd like to add there, Joe?
No, that's about it. Like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.tv. Also, check us out on IntensityBroadcasting.com if you guys want to get your stuff broadcasted. And as Atman Weiss would say, over and out.